Hey, welcome back to the shop. Today I'm going to throw out a video on a new chainsaw that I just got in. I've got a lot of saws into the shop lately. This one is one of my favorites made by McCulloch. It's a 1010, and there's a pretty cool story behind it. It's a runner, so at the end of this video, stick around. I'm going to take it out and put it in some wood for you. But right now, I'm going to run you through the features. Let's get to it. There she is, newest addition to my collection. The McCulloch 1010, Mac 1010, Pro Mac 1010, all one and the same. This is actually a really, really nice example of a 1010. I have not touched this saw. The story behind this saw, I picked it up from a guy. I was actually going to go pick up another saw from him, a Homelight Zip. That'll be another video coming out soon. Zip was a non-runner. I get there, and as I'm about ready to leave, he asks, "Do you think you'd be interested in any other saws?" I said, "Oh, maybe. What do you got?" And this is what he pulled out. When he pulled it out, I said, "Absolutely interested in that saw. However, I have no money on me right now." He says, "No worries. No worries." He goes, "You go ahead and take the saw. And when you got time, send me some cash in the mail." I says, "All right, well, what are you looking to get for the saw?" $25, he says. Yep, you heard right. Picked up this McCulloch 1010 for $25 and a handshake. This story didn't have, or this saw didn't have a story to go with it. He picked him up at an estate sale. No history that he knew of with either saw. But now this saw has a story. And for me, that's part of these saws and its appeal, the vintage appeal to me, is the stories behind the saw as well as the saw itself. So now this saw has a story. So that makes it even more special to me. Original scabbard, never seen one of these. This is a McCulloch scabbard. Patent pending. But it's a cool scabbard. It's real pliable. The plastic on it looks like it's held up pretty good. It's got this little spring and then hook that attaches up to the handlebar. Take it off and show you. Original bar. That is a Windsor bar with a McCulloch roller nose. It's pretty cool. 16-inch bar, so kind of a small bar for this saw. These saws were originally made back in 1977 and ran through about 1982. Some of the later models being called 1010S. I think those were running 58 cc's, those late saws, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's rated for up to a 28-inch bar. Being a 54 cc saw, this thing will run with a 60+ cc saw all day long. Pull a 28-inch bar, no problem. Typically run skip tooth if you're going to do that. This particular saw is a left-hand start. Some of these saws were made with a right-hand start. I do not have any of those in my collection, but I'm looking for one. Ignition switch up top. I'll run you through the other features here. Manual oiler, choke, throttle lock on this side, and she works. They've got this flat muffler down below. Kind of a unique feature for McCulloch and these 1010s. Bar oil up here, side load. Fuel up top. I have not looked in the tank yet. Air filter up top. Pull the cover off here. Get inside, take a look at the card box. Here's your air filter. It's pretty good shape. Card box is clean as a whistle. And this is how it was when I got the saw. I have not touched this saw. It's a Walbro carb. And then you've got your high, low, and idle adjustments on the side here. Fuel line looks to be in pretty good shape. It's still fairly pliable. It's not hard, so I'm optimistic about this saw and it running. Let me put everything back together here. Let me flip it around. It's got a good aggressive dog on it. If you've watched any of my other videos, that's always my complaint. I don't ever get any of the dogs on these saws. People take them off for some reason, or they don't come with the saw. Anyway, she's in great shape. Happy to have it in the collection. This is, I think, my third 1010. Probably the nicest of the bunch. It's a real clean saw. I'll flip it over so you can see the belly. Not a lot of hours on this saw, I think. She's just real clean all the way around. As nice as this one is, I may look at putting a 28 on this, 28-inch bar. See if I can find me a full wrap for this one. Anyway, that is the newest addition to my collection, the McCulloch 1010. Let's get her outside and see if we can get her in some wood. All right, she's gassed up. See what she's got. Hey, thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this. 1010 is probably one of my favorite saws. They got tons of power, pull hard, and they're a little bit finicky on the tune, getting the high and low jet and idle all happy and working together. But once you get her dialed in, she pulls pretty hard. Like I said, run with a 60cc saw all day long. The chain that I have on here is about as safety chains get. I got it about as sharp as I could, knock down the rakers a little bit. She did pretty good in the wood, but I'll definitely be looking for another chain for this. So anyway, thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Solid saws, these McCulloch 1010s. If you get a chance to pick one up, do. Thanks again for watching. I'll catch you on the next video.